saw a TikTok recently that there was a woman who nicknamed her anxiety Ryan so she could say "shut up, Ryan" anytime her anxiety was being mean to her. You have my permission. I mean, not that you would ever need my permission or ask my permission. You have my permission to do that for sure. For sure. Okay, we didn't plug this in. That's a funny idea. God, I'm a little rusty. I've barely played this game recently. Doesn't help that the game is running so poorly. But it's only poor over here, so it's like in the middle of my blueprint. With Arms Wide Open was on the list, 1725. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Iculus, do you still have this list open? What's the first Taylor Swift song? And what's the number? Also Beyonce. I feel like Beyonce and T Swift should be on there. I'm sure they are on there. I just don't know how high. Is Beyonce an American specifically like phenomenon, chat? Probably. Uh, 198 for Taylor Swift. Outside of the top 100? Interesting. With arms wide open. Beyonce's almost outside of the top 1,000. Holy shit. The Beehive is international? I know, but I feel like feels like Beyonce should be ranked better. I mean, I would never have guessed Beyonce nearly outside of the top 1,000. Is My Heart Will Go On the list? Is that Celine Dion? Is that who I'm thinking of? Is Celine Dion for My Heart Will Go On? I do feel like that's a great choice. Celine Dion would have been an excellent, especially knowing what, like hearing what we've heard. I feel like Celine Dion would have been a good guess for like maybe sneaking into the top 20. And instead it's number 1,200. You know that the recording you hear in the film and the soundtrack is the fucking demo? I've never seen the film, so I don't hear anything. I don't hear shit. I think I have seen the Titanic, but it's been a while. And I'm not even convinced I've seen it. Okay, it's thermal propulsion rocket. The next one should be probably PCC, whatever that is. This is the demo. Oh, there are two versions over here. Wonder what the differences are. You open the door. PCC. PCC? Pressure conversion cube. Radio control unit and a fused modular frame. It's not bad. I guess we Dutchies like rock a bit more than pop. Tenacious D is 496. See, that's what I mean. Like, the Beehive might be international, but Tenacious D is twice as high on the fucking list as Beyonce is. What the fuck? What's happening? Pressure con cube. Kind of like What does con mean in Spanish again? Like with or without or something like that? Press con cube. Are the mountain goats anywhere on your list? Con is with. Yeah, with. I don't know what I would choose as my #1 song because there's too many, but To Build a Home would be up there. Who's that by? This is probably not a manufacturer, actually, right? Because it's only 2 items. Assembler. Oh my god. My brain. I put that one too far over. Fuck me. Okay, so you said cinematic orchestra. I'm sorry. Did you mean Did you mean Two Door Cinema Club? Just kidding. To Build a Home. Dark as hell out here. Never heard. I don't think I've heard this song. I've never heard of it. Okay, we need 2 of these. Oh, I do know this song. Build some pressure conversion cubes. 1 per minute. 1 per minute. Okay. Pretty simple. And it takes fused modular frame RCUs. Hello, through the door. The song Sucker punches me every time. It's that one and this one. How do you, Carly, how do you listen to this on a regular basis? When people are like, my favorite song is the most emotional shit you've ever heard. When people are like, my favorite song is like Adrian Linker. Or like Sufjan Stevens, or I'm like, what do you mean? How? How are you functioning? Carly about to be like, brother, I'm not. I don't, because it makes me cry. Exactly. For me, it depends on my mental state a lot. I guess that's an interesting question. Is like, when you listen to music, what are you most often like trying to make happen emotionally? Does that make sense as a question? Because I think a lot of people are picking like, yeah, I listen to like. What's a good example of this? I'm like listening to Sabrina Carpenter while like girl boss my way through my like 6 a.m. Orange Theory workout or whatever, you know? Do you only listen to music when you want to have an emotional response? Now, Evo, some of us are built different. Some of us, aka you, are built different than the rest of us. I know Evo's listening to music like 12 hours of the day. I'm mostly, if I'm listening to music, it's mostly to like, yeah, I would say it's mostly to like complement something else that I'm doing. And because of that, I'm looking for something that complements it in a way that works for me, right? So a lot of times it's like, it does have, like, I have to make a decision about what I'm emotionally or you know, like energy-wise trying to do. Like, I'm not about to listen to this shit while I'm going out the door for a run because I don't want to cry while I run. That sounds miserable. God forbid I don't want to sit with my own thoughts. Most of the time I'm just looking for something to bop to. Evening music is often more emotional or relaxing for me. Carly. And be crying while you run would be a good thing. Oh, is that not radio control units? That's not radio control units. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. That's right. RC uses the far one. Duh. I feel like for me, most of the time listening to something, well, I don't know. It used to be different. Now, most of the time when I'm listening to music, it's the emotion I'm trying to get out is getting my daughter. Is that not going? To not scream at me in the car. So normally it's, there it is. Okay, good. Normally it's like, some Miss Rachel. But when it's not that, I listen to a lot of music when I'm running, so it's a lot of like, it's a lot of like more up tempo or like very like sort of groovy is probably not the right word, but like something I can get into a, you know, like if not high BPM, then at least, you know, something that I can get into a groove with, if you will. Is there any way to check ping to the server in game? I have no idea. But that's different than like if I'm listening to music when I'm like, I would say car music for me, if my daughter's not in the car, then I am usually, it's usually like a little bit more emotional, or like I listened to the shit out of the Boy Genius album last year. Just a lot of like in my feels to the Boy Genius album. A lot of like Phoebe Bridgers recently. I need music to sing to in the car. That's a great point. If you're with the other thing too is music to sing to in the car is exactly right. Yeah, that's right. That sounds right. Sometimes if I'm doing something task-oriented, I'll also the problem is I like singing to sad folk music. Give me despair with a side of banjo. I mean, that's so Noah Khan or Kan or whatever coded of you, for sure. I need merger. Listen that way. That's not a line. I just like a good vibe. Performative sad music singing is very fun. What's an example of that in your eyes? Performative sad music singing. Hi, Pexy. Any poop action happening? No, we're mostly talking about music. Is it Phoebe Bridgers time? It could be Phoebe Bridgers time. I'll never forget where I was when I first heard motion sickness. Nope, sorry. Smoke signals is what I'm thinking of. Megan's brother, who's also named Ryan, has the best taste in music in the fucking world. And he knows about everything way before Megan or I do. He's like got his finger on the pulse of like new music constantly. And he sent me Phoebe Bridgers back in the day. Sent me Smoke Signals and I was like, oh, what is this? Okay. So where does this need to go? Here? I guess I say that stuff to Carly about like how can you listen to this on a regular basis, and then most of what I've listened to has been Boy Genius and Phoebe Bridgers. Bags by Clara is one of my favorite catharsis songs. It's a good song. Sorry that I played on the intro screen sometimes. I'm sure that's not helpful for your noon listening. Ryan, why are we the Spider-Man meme lately? I don't know, but we really are. Did I set up the dimensional depot? I don't think I did. Do I need a dimensional depot? Probably not. Am I going to do it anyways? Yes, because I like my systems. I like my systems. We are very near to maybe making nuclear pasta. I don't know. Maybe? Left overflow. Boom. Done. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. You like my new project, Ryan? I did. I commented on one of them. Did you see that? Pexy has decided to count all of the money that I spend on repairing my boat in Dredge, and I love it. Really appreciate that. It's very funny to me. Okay, so this is PCCs on 64. We'll update all these signs and connect all of these things off camera. After that is just nuclear pasta, right? Like, of course, we're going to be making it so slowly, but we need copper powder. But, like, we should look at copper powder. It takes copper ingots, 30 of them, to make 5 copper powder. But it makes, what, 10 of them? So to make 50 per minute, you need 300 copper ingot per minute. Yeah, it takes 6 seconds. And to make 50 per minute, you need 4 of those machines running to make 1 nuclear pasta per minute. Sorry, to make half of a nuclear pasta per minute. Which is more, so that means that immediately is like 600, 900, 1200. Meaning we are not going to be able to make that on a belt, on a bus. So I got to figure out what I'm doing here. Also, the engines that you bust with haste. That's true. That's true. Cams and Evo are talking about Shinedown. Oh my God, Chad, I was going to ask. Has anyone listened to Sleep Token? I know people in the Discord have listened to Sleep Token. But I don't remember who it is. I think it's like Strawberry and somebody else. Bye, Last Mohawk. Thanks for being here. No, Void does, though. Carly has. Last album was fantastic. I have listened to the new album. I had not listened to anything old, but I've listened to the new album, and I'm going to play you a little bit right now because you can hear what it is. Shit is weird. It is kind of good. Shit is weird. It's so poppy. It's so poppy metal. It's so weird. Lyricism is great, though. I'll play Emergence because I like this song. How I feel mostly is that I'm really enjoying it sort of despite myself. You know? Sleep Token has overtaken all my playlists in the past month and a half. I listened to Sleep Token for the first time at like 4 a.m. while driving to a race like a month ago. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Wait, why is it so good? Why am I bopping to it? I don't listen to metal, period. And I don't know that this is metal, but like it's like metal adjacent maybe? I don't know. Would Sleep Token fans call Sleep Token metal adjacent? But what do you do with nuclear pasta? Ship via the space elevator to complete phases of project assembly. So far, it does not sound metal. Exactly. I think it's much more prog rock, yeah. I think prog rock makes sense. They have some metal moments, but there's like a lot of pop moments too. Like this to me is the definition of prog rock right there. RIP to all the YouTube watchers who have no idea what we're talking about. It's kind of good. This part I like a lot. Oh, how am I going to do this? I could train in copper. Chuck it up on extra belts. I only need 100, quote unquote. But to me, it makes way more sense to drone other stuff elsewhere. But I think I use it in the particle. Sorry, I'm hitting all the buttons. I think I use it in the particle accelerator. So I think I need to kind of keep it here. Or wherever I'm doing this shit. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm enjoying this music. The song reminds me of All Eyes on Me by Bo Burnham. Dude, that song is so good. I agree. Y'all like Sleep Token and have never heard of Polyphia? Check them out. I love that Formy and I are coming together. Huh? Are coming together on Sleep Token when we were coming apart on Rappers. Ayo. Ayo. That's because you think Kendrick has talent? I don't think Kendrick has talent. I think he has a Pulitzer. I don't only think he has talent. I think he also has a Pulitzer. We can't start this again. Oh boy, I don't know what to do here. Okay, so I think I want to try and make it here. I could always bring more copper from other places. He's build 1 per minute, but it's currently idle because it's waiting on cooling systems. We're not at that stage yet. We're not at the, like, problem-solving stage. We're just at the building shit stage. Let me just get nuclear posters set up because we're going to need to get it going. Let's just do it. Let's set it up, then we can... It'll slowly crank away at making shit. It's going to be... Hands up. The way this song emotionally ruined me for an entire year. Bye, Cams. Thanks for being here. Wait, this reminds me of a lot of Epic the Musical. Hold up. Artifice, did you never listen to the Bo Burnham album Inside? This reminds you of something? Other things should remind you of this. What happened? Were you not there when the world went to hell and the entire world listened to this album together? You were there, right? Why won't my mouse work? Why won't my... There it is. I listened to it like 3 years later. It's like the one unifying thing we all went through. I'm just kidding. Tony didn't? What? You mean watched the special, right? That's true. That's true. I actually listened to the album before I listened to some of the songs before I watched the special. No, sorry. This is Copper Powder. This is Copper Powder, not this. This is Copper Powder. No, fuck it. We'll put Copper Powder. Dude, what? Okay, let me write this down. Hold up. Smelt the copper powder on location, train it in. Duh. This is going to be nuclear pasta. We need a copper powder train. It requires no extra materials. All we have to do is make a shit ton of copper. That's it. Okay, so lots of copper. Up here. Normal. Normal. This part hits, dude. Is Bo Burnham still dating Phoebe Bridgers? What a long time ago that feels like. I don't think so. Are Julian Baker and Lucy Dacus still dating, though? Everybody knows. Everybody knows. These two are pure. I think we do it like here. Lots of extra. Go fucking hands up. Okay, right there-ish. Actually, right there. Okay. I have a new plan. I'm feeling excited about this plan. This is an impressive approach to problem solving and Satisfactory. Thank you. I really hope you mean that sincerely. I imagine that you do, but I hope that's correct. I feel really good about this. I feel like it's taken forever, but we've hit a system where the type of problem, the way we solve a problem depends on what type of problem it is. If it requires lots of materials in one place, it gets solved on the bus. If it requires converting large amounts of one material, we do that elsewhere, we train it in. We have sinks for any extra resources to make sure that we're producing as much as we should. Awesome sinks like our alumina solution and our rubber and plastic over by the oil. I feel really good about this. Ryan, very smart. Thank you. I feel good about this. I feel good about this. I never watched the special. At the time, I was like, that's too much with everything going on. It'll hit too hard. Now I feel like it won't hit at all. I don't think it won't hit at all now, but I do think you were probably smart to not watch it. Like, if you were worried about not being able to handle it, during the pandemic, like, I respect the shit out of that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we are here, and we need to go all the way up. So the good news is this is just straight. We just need to go straight. The bad news is that's going to require some work. I'm gonna make a train wreck here. There's just no question about it. There's just zero questions about it. This is gonna be a train wreck. Not a metaphorical train wreck, an actual train wreck. That's all I gotta say here. Sorry if it came across as insincere. That wasn't my intent. I do tend to roast you, but that was genuine. Shammy, no, honestly, I read your comment and I was like, that reads as really sincere, but I have a lot of doubt in myself. I promise it was way more about me being like, I don't know that I have the confidence to read this sincerity as sincere right now. No, it came across as very sincere. Jamie, I'm so happy you've been a part of the community. Like, truly, not to take time away from actual stream to just do a compliment fest, but I feel like you've been such a good fit here, and I'm really thankful you popped in during Satisfactory. Truly. What did I do at the other station? Did I use the same type of signals the whole way around or not? I also just feel like, Shammy, you bring an interesting perspective to a lot of things that I'm happy is a part of the conversation, you know? I would say also the split in chat is like 60-40 roast versus sincere most of the time. Yeah, and I know exactly which one of you guys are on which side of that line at all times. Huh? Carly, I have a mental image of which side of that line. Joyce, I got a mental image of what side of that line. No, I think a lot of people just walk that line, frankly. They go both. I think a lot of people in this community, they go both ways. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a path signal, and those are non-path signals, if I remember correctly. Yep. So we did path signals at the entrance, and they can do regular signals, block signals at the exit. Yeah. Happy Pride Month. I like to think I towed that line pretty carefully. I think he, I mean, I think. Here's how I would phrase it. I don't, like, I do think there is a line, but I think we generally don't get close to the line. I think if there is a line, I think we generally operate over here on the good. If this is the spectrum and over here is too far, here's the line of where you start to go too far. I think we generally operate over here, which is good because that's kind of, you know, what I'm comfortable with and what I've like tried to like. Oh shit! Please don't hit me. What we've like set up as the expectation, but what the fuck was that? What did I just see? Hold up. I just saw something in... That's a 1.1 thing for sure. Hypertube Junction? I'm gonna get hit by a train. Fuck. I gotta stop standing on the train tracks. That's definitely 1.1, right? Front seat question? Yes or no? Oh, I understand what you're saying, Tony. You saying I think I towed the line. I think I do a balance. Yeah. Well, I think generally, like, frankly, that's kind of why, I mean, like, I'm kind of lying when I say I know exactly what side of the line you guys are on. Every one of you. I think generally most people do a little bit of both. If you've been around long enough, anyways. Like, I think a ton of people in the community do a little bit of both. Damn it. It's not straight. Perfect. Hypertube Junction. We're going to go through our recipes real quick. That's funny. Hypertube Junction. To and from any directions. That's really interesting. Hypertube Branch. The thing I want is I want Hypertube to go faster. I feel like if Hypertube went really fucking... What the fuck is this? If Hypertube went really fast, I feel like that'd be amazing. A buffer stop. I'd use Hypertube instead of anything else if it went really fast. Prevents trains from derailing at the end of a railway. While automated driving systems have made buffer stops mostly obsolete, their use is still recommended to mitigate potential human error. So the automated trains won't run off, but I can use this to stop myself from running off. That's funny. All right, we're going to go through everything here and see if there's anything new. Probably some of this might be new, but that's because I've literally never looked at it before, other than the catwalks. FICSIT wall or steel wall. Roll-up gate is something I've never used before. Foundations. Transport. Organization. Logistics. We already looked at priority merger. We need to build some of these, but... Power switch, priority power switch. I think that's something that was there before, but I don't remember. That's a battery. Those are normal. Particle accelerator is a production item, so it definitely produces something. So we're going to need nuclear pasta there, I'm sure. Foundry. Okay, I think these are all pretty normal. Everything else seems normal. Is it toe the line like TOE? Yes. Joyce says I looked up what that phrase comes from. I have an idea of what it means, but... Yeah, it means like putting your toes directly to the line. Toe the line means like going directly up to the line, but then not going across it. Comes from soldiers standing in line. Ah, fuck. I always do this. Hold up. Can I use control to make this stuff straight? Oh, you can! I think I knew that already, though. Oh my god, I nearly fell. I think I knew that and then I forgot it. Okay, we need train stations or signals here. Path signal here on the way in. you knew it but decided not to use it. I probably knew it and then forgot it, if I'm being honest. That's how it tends to go. Now, don't say that. Don't say... Oh, that's on the wrong side. Duh. Don't say... Don't say flashing error. He forgot. I forgot. I think I generally put these signals like afterwards, but I guess we'll just do them now. Iron Snips, how's it going? Fairly sure you didn't know that, as we couldn't tell you and it's not super obvious. You know what I think it is, Shammy? I'm pretty sure. I'm having a memory of this and I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure what happened is off camera I built a lot of rail, and I'm pretty sure I figured it out once off camera and then literally never mentioned it on stream. You can hit control and it'll straighten stuff up. Probably, like, I have not really learned anything off camera pretty much, but I think that might have been the thing I learned off camera. Because I did do a lot of building off camera to, like, build these railways and stuff. Been out with a kid at a splash pad. Fun. Or at least I hope it was fun. Hope it was fun. Ah! I nearly fell off. I can't believe you'd learn things off stream. I know, right? Occasionally. Occasionally it happens. This is why I avoid playing games off stream. But also, eventually you just gotta. With Satisfactory, and I can't wait. I already can't wait to get done with this stream and do, like, at some point over this weekend or something, to do some off-camera building for, like, why the fuck won't you go on the right side? Other side. Other side. Build mode right side. Is that new? Front seat question, is that new for 1.1? Build mode right side, left side? Or has that always been there? Because I'm going to feel like an idiot if... Okay, it's new. Thank God. I was like, I'm going to feel like an idiot if that's been there forever. That's very handy. Shout out to Satisfactory. They always know how to make things... How to make handy updates. Nice. Good on them. That seems like a good update. They know how to make things satisfying. It's true. I still will never forgive them for not making the blueprints auto-connect before I got to the game, though. I waited 5 years. I waited 5 years to play this game. I was like, they'll definitely be out of early access and they'll have all the shit figured out by then. Not quite all of it. What just happened? Did I just get... Was that a bug? Why do we have signals in a straight line, though? So we're future-proofing. In the future... So currently we have one big vertical highway down the middle of the map. That... Just like this way, north and south. And then from that, we split off to get other items, to get resources. If you put signals constantly... then what will happen is if the train runs into a problem at a junction, it won't wait on the other side of the map. Two things. One, it won't wait at the other side of the map to get ready. It'll pile up at the junction in these little sections, like one by one, which is maybe hypothetically good. It clogs the train tracks, but it also shows you that there's an issue. Second thing is, if we do this, and then I put a junction, like, and then say I need to go that way, I can put a junction right here, and I already have signals on both sides of it to sort of Keep things flowing. I don't know. I guess you could probably get away with not doing this. This is definitely me bringing a F-word game solution to this game. But in Factorio, you do that because it's just like you basically build with like a modular train set kind of deal. Is that straight? Shit, I didn't hit control. Fuck. So yeah, I don't know. That's my thought on why. Is probably the junction, you're future proofing and you're like sort of ensuring that the issues will happen. Why is this block signal? I don't know. Don't take anything I am saying with any sort of confidence, because I think I might be fucking up my train system right now, too. I don't know why it's saying that. But these signs always freak me out when they go yellow like that. You can build them straight with control. Holy cats, did my productivity just skyrocket? Holy cats. Interesting. One of the small things that has been really funny to me about Critical Role, it's not even really funny, it's just like kind of amusing, is one of the characters in Critical Role. See, I might be putting them too close together though. That's part of the problem. Maybe part of the problem. They're always like role playing these characters in a different world, you know, in a different timeline and world and stuff. So, but one of the characters continues to say Jesus Christ, and every time he says Jesus Christ, he'll say whoever that is. 1, 2, 3. I fucked it. This is bad. It's too close. So, I've been doing 10 blocks, which is too close. Liam, yes. Jesus Christ, whoever that is. Oh my god, I nearly fell off. Okay, we're just going to check our signals real quick and make sure they're not too far away. Chat, what do you guys got going on tonight? Any plans? Anybody got anything going on? I think Meg's going to the movies with Meg's going to dinner with a friend. So I'm going to hang out with our daughter, put her to bed, and then I think I get to mow late at night, which is going to be so exciting. Sleep time. New Cloudward Ho tonight. That's true. Megan and I are going to try and finish episode 2. Holy cat sounds like a 50s Batman and Robin phrase. Yeah, that does make sense. Holy cats, Batman. Ew, it's too hot to mow. I hear ya. I fucking hear ya. But I didn't manage to do it this weekend, so guess who's living with the consequences of his own actions this weekend. What the fuck is this highlight? I don't even see it, dude. I can't wait to get done with this game and beat it. And then start playing it on my own time and go for like a massive mega build. Like, I kind of want to see how fast you can make a factory. I'm a little pissed about the blueprint thing, though. Not pissed about it. I'm just like... I'm a little confused how I would build a mega factory if I can't use blueprints without the game suffering. Because I feel like blueprints are the way that you build a mega factory. I don't know. I don't know. Probably want to do a raid later, Ryan. Is Chris on? Chris is on. Let's go. Holy catchphrase, Batman. Artifice is gonna play some Magic. Dokaritsu says it's Wally Wednesday for me. What does that mean? What's Wally Wednesday? That's a good point, Yuva. The best part about this is we're going to go up here. We're going to try and find the math. Oh, we should probably start doing the math. Okay, let's do the math. It's too early to do this math. But let's do it. I'm going all the way up here to get a shit ton of copper ore, which I can then smelt into copper ingots. It's 1-to-1 for copper ore to ingots. The ingots are then... I could try a pure copper ingot, which is interesting. They're produced in a refinery. They're produced faster. They produce more ingots. This is an interesting recipe to keep in mind. Those copper ingots are going to be turned into copper powder. My goal is going to be to keep... Bye, Artifice. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for the reminder to hydrate. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m., Walmart drops either Pokemon or other trading-related cards. Hell yeah. So my goal will be to have enough copper powder to fill at least one belt. I think that seems like good math. One belt of copper powder. Currently, my belts go 780 per minute. So 780 times 6 is... What's the button? This button. 4,680. So we're going to want to put 4,000. There's no fucking way. What? We're going to want to make 4,680 copper ingots a minute? This 30-to-5 is going to fucking kill me. 300 per minute to make 50 per minute. That math is right, I think, right? 200 of these times 6 would be 1,200 of these per one. 1,200 copper ingots per one nuclear pasta. The good news is it's not quite 1-to-1. And it'd be 1,200 per, and we're doing the math as if we could make like 2.5 per minute, basically. That's not even true. We could make 1.8 or something per minute with 780. Holy shit. So we should actually be we should be very careful about the decision that we make this right now. Because what I decide right now could mean hours and hours and hours of extra work. Do I want to get a full belt of copper powder? What if I wanted to shoot for 600 a minute? That's 1.5 a minute. What if I wanted to shoot for 400 a minute? That's only 1 per minute, which does seem probably enough. 1 nuclear pasta per minute. It's one of the most expensive items in the game. That'd be 2 machines. I think I'll probably end up doing that. Hey, Ryan, I want to... yes, Finn. Sounds fine to me. I don't know. Discord mods can chime in if not, but I'd say go for it. Ryan, it might be a thought to supply Coffee Stain with your save file. That's a great idea, actually. If they're into it. If they could find use of it, yeah, that's a great idea. Copy, I'll make their life hell. I'd say go for it, and if they ask you to remove it, then you can. Thank you. Yeah, no worries, dude. Time for a job interview? Okay, so that would mean 400 of these, which would mean only 400 times 6 is... What is that? 2,400? 400 times 6 is 3,200? So 3,200. If we're doing it this way with water, we would need... That's a lot of fucking water, though. But 3,600 times 6/15ths. Six divided by 15 equals... Is it just 0.4? Is that the answer? Yeah, that's just 0.4. Okay, so 3,200 times 0.4 is 1,280. So you would need 1,280 copper ore per minute. 1,280 copper ore per minute. If you use the water one. That is a lot less than 3,200, I'll tell you that much. But... so I think normal would be 240. I think pure would be like 360. And we've got some of all of that here. This one's pure. This one's pure. So that's like 720,000. There's plenty of water. But is it future proof? If I build it so that I get 400 copper powder a minute, isn't it then what happens if I need 780 or 1,000 copper powder a minute? Then I have to redo everything. The thing is, we can't go... We're limited by belt speed at this point. Like, I can't... Even if I can train more than 780 a minute, I can't belt it onto the bus at faster than 780 per minute or unload the train at faster than 780 per minute. At least with our current build setup, we could change build setups and unload it faster if we needed to, but... So I think 400 is fine. If we needed to, we could always double it to get a full belt. I think that's the good math. I think we do 400, double it if we would need to get a full belt. This is going to be so much smelting. So many... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Factory has indigestion. Factory's about to be even worse. Factory's going to hate me for what I'm doing to it right now. Welcome to nuclear pasta. Why do you need so much goddamn copper? That's so funny to me. It's interesting, though. That 30 to 6 is crazy. I guess this is a good time for me to have taken that alternative recipe for... Oh my god, speak of the devil. Holy shit. The alternative recipe for other copper. Speaking of the devil, we have more hard drives to do, so we should chuck these in here so that they can keep... Remind me in 10 minutes, chat. Never mind, I have a timer. I'll set one. How long are you streaming today? Maybe 3:30. I need to check and see if Meg has called me or texted me. Probably... Probably like 3:30. Can I tell you guys the best decision I've made in the last month? Yeah, about another half hour. Best decision I've made in the last month. My sister told me about this, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's an amazing idea." So like for the last year, like my phone background for the last 5 years, my phone background was basically one thing, which was just like a random photo that I liked. That was like a little bit inspirational because it was kind of corny, but I liked it. It did not change for so fucking long. I think I got married and I don't even think I changed it, even though we got like beautiful wedding pics. Like, you know, I just didn't change my background. Then we had a kid. My joy at looking at photos on my phone went through the roof. Also, the number of photos that I took went through the roof. But the problem is she changes constantly. So I'd put Elle on as my background, but then like 2 weeks later, there's 2 weeks later, she's different. 3 weeks later, she's wildly different, and the photos don't look the same. However, my sister told me that iPhones have you can change you can set the background to be one person from your photos, and it will change every hour or change every time you click the screen or change every day. Lots of different settings. So for the last like 2 weeks, I have looked down at my phone, and every hour it has been a different picture of my daughter. And it is the best. It has honestly, it has improved my mood every single day for the last 2 weeks. I just looked down at my phone to see if Megan had texted me. It's a picture of my daughter from like probably like 8 months ago, playing on her little thing. But it's so fucking cute. Big recommendation for that setting. If you have like, I think you could probably do a pet too. You could probably do a pet. I don't know. Probably do selfies of yourself. I don't know. If you were like really in love with your partner, you could do your partner. I don't know. Carly, do you have an iPhone? And how many photos of Pedro Pascal do you have saved on your iPhone? Because I bet you have enough to do a rotating photo of Pedro Pascal. It's such a great feature. It has been. There have been a couple photos that appeared that I was like, ooh, maybe not that one. Like, I think you can remove the photos from the, like, I don't have an iPhone. Fuck. But you do have a lot of Pedro Pascal saved on your phone, though, right? I see you avoiding the question. I see you avoiding the question. How much Pedro Pascal do you have saved on your phone? I don't know. Tony's gonna see if Android can do it. So, this is so much better that you can just rotate it. Saved on my phone? No. Saved on TikTok? Yes. What I'm hearing is you're not a real Pedro Pascal fan. Was that what I'm hearing? Wow, modern people in there. I save my stuff on TikTok now. Back in my day, when I saved photos to my iPod, when I saved the photos to my iPod Touch, and it took me a year to download them from iTunes. Brother, I'll fight you in the street. Modern and you're younger than Carly. Evo, shut the fuck. Listen, I get obsessed with characters and sometimes celebrities as much as the next person, but I've never understood people who feel the need to download pictures of them. I'm sure Carly is the same. Oh, so maybe I'm the weirdo here. How many Joyce, who do you think was, I don't know if you'll get the guess. Chat, you can all guess. I definitely downloaded a photo of a celebrity on my iPod Touch to use as my background back in the year, I don't know, 2007. Who do you think it was? If you get it right, your next sub is on me. Carly, is this gonna have to do with MySpace? Is it Maddie Healy? That's a fantastic guess. It is It is basketball. Sorry. It is music. It's not basketball. It's not Larry Bird or that basketball dude from the recent story. It is music. It's not Matt Healy. No, this story predates MySpace. I would love to hear this embarrassing story, Carly. Jessica Simpson? First off, how dare you? Not, like... No, it's not... It's not somebody I thought was hot. Who do you think I am? I was thinking it's one of your crushes from when we talked about movies I didn't know people from. Like Halle Berry from Die Another Day. No, it also was not Halle Berry. Or Zooey Deschanel from 500 Days of Summer. Famous hot women. It's not a woman! It's a musician. It's not a woman. Evanescence lady? I love that chat just assumes I was a horny. And I was horny, but I didn't... But I was horny, but I was also like... I was very horny, but I was also very artistic. Okay? So there were... It's not Kendrick. I didn't know who Kendrick was back in 2008. Was Kendrick making music in 2008? I don't know. Think indie music. David Bowie, no. I wish I was as into David Bowie then. This was like the start of me figuring out good music. David Bowie would probably have been too good of taste for me. Ben Gibbard, who said it? Joyce, let's go. Absolutely, it was Ben Gibbard. Joyce, your next sub is on me, okay? Ben Gibbard of Death Cab, lead singer of Death Cab for Cutie, the first band I ever truly loved. Don't even know who that is. Did Death Cab make it on the Netherlands list? Also, hi Nari, how's it going by the way? Did Death Cab make it on the? Did I Will Follow You Into the Dark make it onto the Netherlands list of music, best music ever? I have no idea who that is. Death Cab or Ben Gibbard? I understand not getting Ben Gibbard. Death Cab for Cutie though. I had to look up who that is. Oh. I Will Follow You Into the Dark was our first dance at our wedding. Have you told me that before, Tony? It's the song I sang for Elle when I put her to bed at night, actually. That's it. You guys are all going to be forced to listen to Death Cab for Cutie for the rest of this fucking stream. And if you talk any shit, you're banned. No jokes. No kidding. You're gone. You're out of here. Death Cab for Cutie for the rest of the stream. We're just going to put on a Death Cab playlist and hit shuffle. Nah, this is the band that this is the first band I loved. I've seen them in concert like 7 times, probably like 5 times. Too much. Still really love them, frankly. Okay. He said no joke. Let's see how real it is. Try me. Only Death Cab song I know is Kath. It's a good song. Carly, you had a story and I totally skip past it. So I'm just going to go back real quick and find it. I used to print out tiny pictures of celebrities I loved and made them into posters for the dolls in my dollhouse. Carly. I went through so much printer ink. Carly. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. Joyce, don't even talk to Ikelos right now. Ikelos is just trying to troll. Don't even talk to Ikelos. Ikelos is just trying to get under our skin. We know better. I had this song as a ringtone on my Motorola Razor. I do love that. Okay, so we're over where we need to be. Let's take a look at this, though. Okay, so this is up on that. It's like right there. There's water down there. Where's the other? Like right there. Tony timed out Iculos for 10 minutes. And I didn't even see the message that spawned it, but unquestioning, I 100% believe it. You're gonna eat every one of those 600 seconds. No mercy from me. I'm not letting you off the hook early. You can take all 10 of those minutes to think about yourself. Think about your decisions. I think this is probably fine, but where do we want to put the station? Probably low, right? Like probably low, like there. Build over the water, maybe? We need open space. Oh my God, look at the sky. Shit. What did Iculos do? Talk shit about Deathcap for Cutie. That said, if we build high in the air, nothing ever gets in the way, which is kind of nice. It's kind of the nice thing about building up in the air. But you got to bring the water up to you. How much water does this fucking take? 4. 10 water per minute. Why does that say 4,000 water? What the fuck? 4,000 water or 4? I feel like that math is wrong. Tony says, my wife saw Death Cab in high school. I'm so jealous. Hell yeah. I once drove from Sacramento to Reno, Nevada to see Death Cab. And then they had tech issues. And I stayed out until like 3 in the morning. Like I stayed at the show until like 3 in the morning to watch them finish. It's crazy. Okay, so if we disagree with Ryan, then we get timed out. Every day Ryan becomes more of a dictator. No. You don't understand. It's been that way for years. I don't become more of a dictator. I've been one for years. It is a cult after all. Legally speaking, it's not. But it is a cult after all. Justice for Iculos, by the way. Ooh, yo, for me. What a legend. What a legend. Thank you. What a legend. Thanks for gifting a sub to the Totally Average Gamer. Thank you. Is that water higher, do you think? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, man. We're going to go a little bit farther, and then we'll do a turnaround, and then we'll probably be basically done. It's not a cult that I'm at least proud to be a part of. Damn right. Damn straight. This is the new stuff. Okay, let's... Oh, I about fell off. Back to fixing a work mistake that will cost me my evening? Oh, no. All right, let's go to the top 10. To drown out the people like Iculos who want to talk some shit. Best Death Cab song ever. Go. We at least have a couple fans in the chat, right? If chat ever throws Ryan, who takes over the cult trick question, we would defer to Queen Meg. Yeah, it is actually. So I am the cult leader. Unfortunately, I am beholden to our board of directors, which is made up of one person, which is my wife, Meg. So the new year. What a good choice. Marching Bands of Manhattan. I would say that's not on my list. It's a great song. Does Such Great Heights count? It does not, but I will accept the Postal Service love. Absolutely. What do I think the best Death Cab song is? Holy shit. I mean, I Will Follow You Into the Dark is very special to me. But for years, it has not been my favorite Death Cab song. I actually really love Kath. I love the entire Narrow Stairs album so much, and it probably is outsized in my head just because it was one of the first albums albums period I ever loved. Soul Meets Body's good. What Sarah said? Transatlanticism? Transatlanticism is a great fucking answer. I got into them right when Plans came out and worked backwards. The New Year is a excellent choice, though. Damn. I also really love I Will Possess Your Heart, which is weird to love, but it's maybe my sleeper pick for... It's got like a 4-minute instrumental. But I love I Will Possess Your Heart so much. What else? I think you kind of got to split it into pre and post. What was the album that came out that had like St. Peter's Cathedral and... Not my favorite album. Right after... Was it after Codes and Keys or was it Codes and Keys? I think you kind of got to split it into like post and pre Codes and Keys. I think it's Codes and Keys. And for a long time, I would have said I'm not a fan of so much of the newer stuff, but I think that's actually changing in a big way. I think I'm finally aging into the stuff that they were aging into when they made it. Effin Miller, thank you so much for the follow. Lurking from work, stay efficient, thank you. Codes and Keys did have St. Peter's Cathedral. Codes and Keys is the album Ben Gibbard made after he married Zooey Deschanel. And everybody was like, "Aw, fuck. Our heartbroken alcoholic boy done married an LA celebrity. It's all over from here. Say goodbye to the Death Cab for Cutie you once knew." And then Zooey Deschanel and Ben Gibbard got divorced. Guess what? Our sad boy is back. No longer alcoholic, though. Now he's sober. But our sad boy is back. It was the long con. It was the long con. Zooey Deschanel knew exactly what it would take to make Ben the best he could be. Ooh, I'm kidding so hard. I will say I was very... Like, 19-year-old Ryan, who was like, "Oh my god, Zooey Deschanel from my favorite movie, 500 Days of Summer, has married my favorite indie artist? The only problem with this is that it takes both of my celebrity crushes off the market at the same time." And then I was also like, is this gonna work? I thought Ben Gibbard hated LA. Then the post-breakup album has a song about how much he hates LA, and I'm like, oh wait, okay. We're back to normal. We're back to normal. We're entirely back to normal. Oh my god. Holy shit. I think I may be completely wrong about this, by the way. We should play Transatlanticism, probably. Oh, no, let's play what Sarah said so we can cry on stream. I will say, I think Ben Gibbard is actually running. Yes, he is. Holy shit. Okay, chat. So we haven't talked about weekend plans yet. Carly says you definitely had a chance with both of them, by the way. That's it's so fucked up of them to do that to you. Listen, you printed out posters for your doll houses. I made comments about how I would marry both Ben Gibbard and or Zooey Deschanel. We all have our faults, okay? Is Ben Gibbard running your half Ironman? No. This weekend is the biggest trail race of the year, Western States 100. Ben Gibbard, who has been an ultra runner for years, who has run ultra marathons. Western States is one of the hardest races to qualify for. You have to run other races, get lucky, get put into the race. Ben Gibbard is running Western States this weekend. Yeah. He's not running my half Iron Man. That would be funny though. One more. Recipe. What do we have so far? Polymer resin, instant plutonium cell. Okay. Fun fact, you still get shats while being timed out. Big W. The real question is, did I learn anything? I wish I was a YouTube frog just because I don't have to listen to so much shitty music. Good night, chat. Good night, Iculos. Never change. There's no way we will ever need to go further than this, right? We can just stop it here. You know, my mom kept my childhood dollhouse. I bet the posters are still in there. Yeah, you got to let us know who's in there. You know? Yeah, I would love an update. Amazing. I would love an update. All right, now we got to do a weird turnaround. Maybe in 1.1 they changed this. Nope. Doing a full turnaround on this is just, on this game, is so weird to me. We're getting such good nonstop rain while this death cab is happening. The vibe is immaculate. Hell yeah, dude. Look at that ugly ass turnaround. It looks like a testicle. Oh boy. Anyways. So block signal should be like here, right? This side. There you go. If anyone can guess which Disney star I printed posters of, I'll gift subs, but I don't think anyone will. A Disney star? Is it Corbin Blue? Probably to male or female. Corbin Blue is my first gut instinct. That's probably too late for you. Did you watch High School Musical, Carly? And did you love it? Oh, I about fell off. I don't know where we want to put this exactly. This is when she was 7? Oh, yeah. Dollhouse? Oh, no. You're right. This would be much later. Or much earlier than that. I don't know stuff much earlier than that, though. Like, Hannah Montana is basically the start of Disney Channel for me. If you're doing the math now, I was definitely older than 7. Rather you do the math now than somebody else do the math later. Not a cartoon. What's on Disney Channel before, like, Hannah Montana? So why is this fucking making this look? Why? Because it, like, runs into itself? No exit signal? Lizzie McGuire? I feel like that's also too late, right? That's So Raven? I feel like Lizzie McGuire is later, right? Like, it's just pre-High School Musical, just post, or just pre-High School Musical. It's not like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. That's also the same era. I don't know Even Stevens. Dang, now I'm fucking curious, though. I'll tell you that much. Even Death Cat, what are you doing? Oh, we looked like giants. This song takes me back. No one is close yet. Was it? Put just a little extra distance on it. Then bring it over. Take me to the blue. There we go. Blue. I got you for me. Let me know if you need more of it. I don't know. I don't even know it was on TV. I don't even know. Like, I'd have to Google what Even Stevens is. My God, I do know Even Stevens. Holy shit. Why, when these things happen, do I always go, oh my God, I do know who that is, and I definitely had a crush on the girl in Even Stevens. Why did I have so many crushes? Where Shia LaBeouf came from. Crazy. I think this is going to want to be pretty long. I think that what we've done here is do like at least one car length, then do the thing. 1, 2, 3. God, it's been so long since I played this game. I just realized I built my train 4 long earlier. It's 3. Like 3 freight cars. I guess I'll leave it there. Side note, does anyone remember the Disney show about the brother and sister that got canceled because everyone wanted them to bone? Oh my God. Please tell me it wasn't them. I'm cheating now, i.e. Googling Disney stars from the early 2000s. Was it Adam Lamberg? Sorry, you made me think of that American Idol person. Adam Lambert? Who was it? Who was it? What am I doing here? Spill the tea. Jesus Christ. This part is so difficult to do. These technically work. Right there, like that. Near, yeah, they do. Near the train line. Why won't it build? Must be in line with another train platform. What are you fucking... This is annoying. Ah, fuck, I built it too close. This song called? Yeah, We Looked Like Giants. Also, Grapevine Fire's on the list of potential best Death Cab songs of all time. I don't know. Maybe? Maybe? That's got to be enough space, right? Yep. $326. Carly, are you nervous to share? This is going to be copper powder out. No, I like keeping the mystery alive. Hell yeah, brother. These are loads. Oh. I hate to skip Band of Horses, but we're in a Death Cab mood. Nope, we're in a Death Cab mood. Mystery alive. I'm out of ideas, and I probably should get off stream in like 5 minutes. Here's a question, Satisfactory nerds. Is this new? The fact that I can start a railway from anywhere on an existing railway? 1.1, yes or no? I thought railroad building was being a little bit easier. Hell yeah, dude. Big win. Coffee Stain Studios. I love you. I could kiss you. That's a big win. Let's go. Shout out for the amazing updates. Hell yeah, dude. God, that changes things. I could just do a long line here. Then do a, like, one of these to sort of see where it needs to be. I mean, I know it's going to clip. Or I could just do that. That works too. Delete that. Took a block signal. There. You're green. Okay. I can't remember who all I had pictures of. I changed them out throughout the eras, but I think the last round before I stopped playing with the dollhouse was Ricky Ullman. That's from Phil of the Future? Wait, why is Phil of the Future something that sounds familiar? Phil of the Future? Oh my god, I recognize the dad from this show. Huh. Couldn't tell you anything about the show, but I think I actually watched it. I don't know. That's funny. Oh boy. Okay. Why are train things doing this shit? Copper powder. Let's go copper powder out. Add that. Save. Turn on self-driving. See what happens. Signals are making the next stop unreachable. Sure, but why? Wait. The block signal thing is fucking me up. Wait, what? Build mode left side, right side? Hold up. Now it's facing the right way because it has both. Why were they facing the wrong way? Oh. Oh my God, iron and wine. I built them all facing the wrong way? At least a couple of them. Oh boy. Iron and wine is such a throwback. I loved Smart House. I lived for the DCOM era. So these, oh boy, these are all going to be fucked up. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to in-stream here. I'm going to probably fix these train signals off-stream and also probably do a lot of work to like set up the train stations, fix the bus. You know, the stuff that is not particularly exciting but is necessary to make the factory run. You need to look this way when you do it, Ryan. And in doing so, that'll all happen behind the scenes before we come back to Satisfactory next. Thanks for hanging out today, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to save the game there and get off here. Thanks for playing musical memory lane with me.